Man, we ease back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm lagging. Is my work lagging again? Okay, I'm kind of excited, not gonna lie. I'm a bit late today, but I am indeed excited for this shit, man. I am excited. I'm retarded sometimes, I'm sorry. Okay. Um, let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Oof. We might get this. Okay. Let me send this to my Discord. I'm sorry if you're watching this for or Pomelo or whatever your name is. I'm sorry for not answering. I'm sorry, man. I promise I will answer. Where the fuck is my group, man? Right there. Right there, man. Right there, man. We's back. We's back, man. Okay. So let's see. I have a really good potential trade here, which is AU. We're gonna talk a lot, but I have to get this. I have to focus on the chart right now. So we have a lot of pairs, a lot of potential trades here. Actually, for mostly the Euro pairs, they look very good for us to potentially fill the gap that we have built yesterday on Trump tweets. I was like, God damn, where is this volatility coming from, bruh? So why are we good on AU? Like we see clearly we're bearish, right? We have 4 hour mitigations, 4 hour gap, 1 hour gap here. We're also flipping now, so we're waiting for this flip. This we don't really care about because look, lower time frame. Look at this shit, man. Look at this equal lows just waiting here. So now what we're waiting for is just this 50 minute to get inversed, and we're in straight off the bat. As soon as I saw this leg, I was like, yeah, this is looking like a good trade, man. This is looking goody. This is looking goody. So this is mostly what we're... Bro. What? Did you see that? What the fuck? You see how... What the fuck? Did you see that shit? Bro, I swear to God, I didn't touch anything. And all my pairs are just gone. What? What the fuck? Bro. What the fuck? What is happening? Bro. Hi, bro. Hi, brother. Hi, brother. Did you see that shit? Bro. Bro, what? What? Are you seeing this shit? What the fuck? What the fuck was that, man? I'm sorry. What was that, bruh? Like all my pairs, like all my watch list is just gone. What the fuck? What was that? What? Now, bro, now I have to find the one that I had before, bro. What the fuck was that, man? Now I have to... What? They just all fucking got deleted instantly. Like, what the fuck was that, man? What? Okay. Now I have to take it one by one and fucking save it again. Fuck me, what the fuck was that, bruh? Fuck this shit, man. What? What the fuckies, man? They just all got deleted. Look at this. I had like 1,000 crypto pairs and shit like here, and now they're just fucking gone. Okay, I guess. We're gonna see, like, on AU, I'm not gonna look at any fucking buys. I don't want this shit. Like, look, we're just very strong bearish. We might be bullish. I'm not saying we won't. Same with Euro. Euro actually looks pretty bullish. I'm just not sure if I want to be participating in bullish cases here. I'm not sure I want to do that, really. Yeah, because we still have this inversion, higher time frame, we're overextended, we're in this fractal high. I'm not sure I want to be looking at these buys. I don't want to see something more certain, like The same as GU, I want to see some initiation. Like the only way I would really buy here is if I see like a 50-minute gap here, and we close like this, and then we retest, and then I'm looking at buys because it's a bit risky. I'm not sure I want to do that. I do want to see these. What the fuck? I'm still a bit confused. Like what the fuck was that? Like, oh, my pair's just gone. Okay. We have to save them again now. For some fucking reason, they just fucking gone. Now, I can't find the one that I had my drawings on. The fuck, man? The fuckies? And I had NASDAQ. Bro, what? This trading view bullshit, man. Okay, so let's see. I'm waiting on this. This is actually very good, but we might come back, sweep this high, and then initiate lower. But if we close below, this is free fucking money. Like, this is free money. We have 20 pips who have a lot of R on this trade. And it's very good because look at this draw, bro. Like, we're very clear that this is a good draw. Now, we just need to wait for a POI to confirm it, for price to confirm it, right? And how it's going to confirm it is by us inversing this. And if we inverse this, we're reaching lower. It's pretty much that simple. It's nothing really complicated about this. It's just strong bias. We come on a higher time frame, we establish, okay, what is our bias? Clearly bearish, right? We have bearish structure, we have just bearish overall, and we have this void left by Trump tweeting yesterday, and now we're just waiting for the last point of inversion, because if this gets respected, right, we're reaching higher. If this gets inverse, that's our signal that we're reaching lower. So that's essentially what we're looking at. I also like, I think also Euro shorts are decent, but again, the same thing, we need to see this inverse. If it doesn't get inversed, we're going to be bullish. And I think Euro's most likely to be bullish here, but again, we just have a lot of room here to fill. Oh, Geo, look, Geo is already inversing, and Geo is also pretty good. We just massively reacted of that, so Geo can also be a potential pair to trade. But I still prefer AUD USD better. UK and DAX, they're not optimal. I don't really like trading them, so we're just gonna sit on the bench. Mostly what we're gonna look at is AU and GU today. And GU kind of looks like it's inversing, but I want to think whether I actually want to trade this or not. But yeah, overall it looks like a good draw, right? We have equal lows, we have this. We have a 4 hour here that is not filled, but we have to be careful because this 4 hour, yes, it's not filled, but we have a 4 hour inversion. 4 hour inversion that can hold up price without seeing that retracement into this. So that's what we gotta be careful at. We don't want to hurry. We don't want to just jump in a trade. We want to think, do we want to actually trade this? Probably just, again, AU is just better. AU is just better. We might see a retrace, and then later on we fail this because, yeah, we don't have a 50-minute PI, but we probably, we have a really good 5-minute inverse here, which we might reach into. If we're bullish, we're not trading this. We might consider trading GU, but I still think we're more likely to fail. But here is an inversion that I really got to be careful at. Like, even though, like, this can be a trap, like, imagine, okay, you see this 50-minute PI, yeah, oh, this is my rule, I want to see this 50-minute PI inversed, and then when you come back on the 5-minute, you see this fucking inversion, and you enter here, and then you just get fucking failed on because of this 5-minute inversion. So actually, to refine what we need to wait for to actually trade this is this inversion, because we can very easily hold this. So yeah, our idea is smaller, indeed, it's like a 15 pips, but it's safer, right? We don't just want to jump in trades like stupid brother. Yeah, UK and DAX we're skipping today. Nasdaq, we're not trading Nasdaq in London. UG, we might see some bullish cases, but I do want to really see strong PA. I want to target this, but it's not necessarily gonna happen. So we're just waiting on the AU. AU is the best trade. This is most likely our good trade for London today. This is most likely our good trade. See here, we don't have any strong 5-minute inversions like GU, which just balanced PA. Like, if price closes below this, we're reaching back lower. Like, it's a very simple idea, but see how it's better than GU, because GU has this 5-minute inversion. This fucks our trade. This is resistance in the direction of our trade. This is not. We have zero resistance here. So what does zero resistance means? It's just we have a very easy way of delivering lower. Do we want to buy? Hell nah, bruh. Why would we want to buy here? I mean, yeah, We did take this range low, but why would I still want to buy? I still don't want to buy. I still think we're going to reach lower. So I have no reason. Why do I still think we're going to reach lower? It's just obvious. It's just too good of a draw on liquidity. I want this draw. I don't have a draw higher. I have a strong POI here in my case. Yeah, maybe if we come back and close above this, then I can look to draw here. But based on this rejection, based on PA, based on higher time frame, we have to align everything and decide, okay, this is a direction I'm gonna look at. I'm not looking at buys here. That's what means having a higher time frame bias. But we also have to not be rigid. Okay, if price clearly flips bullish and we see that shit coming in, we need to adapt, right? It's weird that Jigo seems like a bit weaker here, but again, this is shit. We can't trade it. This is where forcing comes in, right? Because you might be desperate. Oh, I want to trade here. Let me take this trade. I want to see this inversion and trade. But then you see this and you're like, yeah, this doesn't matter. And then you entry here and you get fucking destroyed because of this inversion. It just always matters for us to really stay focused on playing the game well. That's it. Just stay focused on playing the game well. You're actually, I think, looks the most bullish out of them all. Do I want to trade it? Not sure. We do have a good inversion, good, like pretty much good everything, but we still have resistance on these highs. That's what I don't like, is this is a resistance. Look at this order block. I don't want to trade into that. I want to have the least amount of resistance possible. We have range high getting taken. We have this order block here, so it's still very likely to see those bearish cases. And we also have this very, very strong 4-hour high, 4-hour gap here. It's just a lot of resistance. Like, this is a very strong selling point. Do we want to try and buy through it? Nah. Unless we actually see strong fucking intent. So just putting that out there. Yeah, this is the good trade. This is what we're waiting for today. We get it, fine. We're gonna have a trade. We don't, it's all good though. We're gonna have trades, so we just have to stay patient. We have to force less, because yeah, bro, like, look at this shit. Like, bruh, it's fucking time that I lock in. Because let's look at my results, right? Initially I was like, yeah, I don't want to show my results because it's pressure or whatever. But let's look, bro. I mean, yeah, it technically looks good. Oh my god, you made money here, but not that good, because we look how much I forced yesterday, bro. These were all forced trades. Like, imagine if I just remove them, how high my win rate is. Like, until now, in this period that I've traded this account, which I traded a decent period, just kind of getting back into trading because I took a break. If I were to remove the forced trades, I legitimately would have passed this account like 5 times until now. I would have probably been live already if I would have just removed this bullshit forced trades. So that's my focus now, because my trading is good. I'm an incredibly good trader, and I'm going to stand on business no matter what it takes, no matter what everyone believes. I don't give a shit. I'm a very good trader, but I still sabotage, and I don't know why I'm sabotaging. I don't know why I'm forcing, because I didn't force out of, oh my god, money, I want to make money. I didn't force out of that. It just was like stupidity. Like yesterday, I don't know why did I delete this order. I had like a random fucking buy here without seeing a 50-minute gap generated. Like, yeah, the draw is not bad, bruh, but come on, why is he forcing? Same as here. I also had 2 buys here in a big ass consolidation and extremely high prices. Like, why, bruh? Why is he doing that, man? So our sole focus for these days, just filter those trades, have like around 1 good trade per session. That's it. We don't need more than that, bruh. We don't need more than that. We stay focused. What is our good trade for today is this one. So that's what we're going to stay focused on. This is what we're going to stay focused on, because this is our good trade. Do we want to force buys on this or force buys on here? We don't want to do that. Like, let's be honest to ourselves. It's time that I finally make that fucking leap into profitability, because I've been just dabbling. I've been just, for some fucking reason, I've been so ready for months now, even maybe close to 1 year to legitimately, I mean, let's say months, but I'm just trolling. Like, why the fuck am I forcing? Like yesterday, why the fuck am I forcing here? Why am I buying here without seeing clearly? Okay, bias is unclear now. We don't know which side we're gonna choose, right? I forced actually one sell here, which was too early. Then I forced one buy I thought were flipping, which were like completely random. Bias was not clear at that moment. We didn't have a 50-minute POI generated, and then a 50-minute POI gets generated here, showing us okay, we're reaching lower. Then I entry here, I wait for that 50-minute POI to get generated. We have a gap lower, which signals okay, we're reaching lower. I enter, stop loss above the consolidation, and look at this shit. Beautiful fucking trade. And all I should have done here is just wait for more structure, right? Wait for a 50-minute gap, which is part of my rules anyway. So I broke my rules a lot yesterday. And just wait for that shit to happen and then trade. And look how beautiful this shit was. Like a 2R. That's the only thing that we need. And we can find trades like this every fucking day. Every day. So that's just, yeah, my point of view. We just gotta stop forcing trades because we just give him profit back, right? Instead of making, like I've traded this account and now I know exactly what my edge is. Previously kind of was a bit lack of really knowing how I want to trade. And what the fuck did I want to say? The fuck did I want to say, bro? I'm brain dead, bro. I wanted to say that, yeah, now I know exactly what my edge is and I know my frequency. I know how to trade, and I know that I'm gonna find at least one trade per session. That's all I need. Previously I was just trade this, trade that, trade this, trade that. It just was chaos, really. It was really chaos. This looks good, especially if we initiate. Now we should probably sponsor this move. This should be our pivotal point that really dictates that initiation lower. So we should probably initiate soon. I don't think necessarily we need to wait for this to get closed below. I think we only need to wait for this generator, because if we look at price here, we have two 50-minute gaps. We have a 50-minute inversion pretty much here and a 50-minute gap here. Overall, I think the relevant one is this one right here, the 50-minute recent gap. Yeah, we can short. This actually looks fucking great to short from here, but we're not gonna jump yet. We need to stay patient. This is part of trading, part of... Oof, damn, that's very good. That's very good. We might actually have this trade. Let's stay patient. We get ready in case we need to execute, right? And we just stay patient. Now, what I want to see is definitely a retrace here. I want to see this gap. Now we initiated below. We saw that intent that we're actually flipping bearish. It's pretty clear that we're flipping bearish at this point. We just want to see a retrace, and then on the next move lower, this is where we enter. So this can be our idea, right? From here, stop loss above this. This is the safe spot. The inversion, this is top of the AVG. It's just a very good spot, and target lower, and we get pretty good fucking R on this. So yeah, that's what we want to do. We can even enter here, but I don't think I think it's pointless to try and enter here. Good, perfect. We're getting what we want to see here. So this is what was my goal with live streaming. First of all, keeping myself a bit more accountable and see how I actually trade now, because now I'm right fucking there. So let's see what we do. I do want to see that retrace. Now we haven't fully confirmed the we can technically enter even like this, but I think it's just better for us to see that retrace, because still we haven't fully seen that that gap. We can even enter like this. Is it truly bad? Not really. We get plenty of R here, but it would be an aggressive entry because we didn't fully confirm that flip. Let's remove the alert. It's a lot of momentum coming in, and many times when I see this much momentum, I am able to trade like on straight on the first move, but I'm not sure I want to do that because we haven't fully confirmed. The gap is a bit too big, so I do want to see a bit of a retrace, and then on the second move lower we might enter on this. So it's just smarter because we haven't seen that close below. So here we're taking a bit of a risk entry. I am indeed confident in this, but I'm not sure where I want to entry right now. Even though we can, like at this point, I'm pretty sure that we're just gonna reach lower. So I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I don't really trust this gap that much. Like even when I'm looking at it, I don't trust fully that we're just not gonna go through it, especially since um we didn't get that closure below the zone here. So I don't fully trust it yet, the displacement, but I am indeed considering it, right? So let's just imagine that we're gonna enter this trade just for the sake of it, and stop loss would be, wait, is this weird? If we get a strong rejection like this, I can indeed enter, but I do want to see confluence that we're actually, ooh, we have a pretty, where's my stop loss coming in? The 1 minute inversion, but here we don't have the 1 minute inversion. See, this is why I say, like, I really think since this gap is a bit big, we need to see how the candle closes. We need to see that it's getting respected first of all before considering to entry. Even if we sacrifice a bit of R, it doesn't fucking matter. We need to see, because this looks like the potential, especially since we rejected a closer, we can just fucking, you know what I mean, we can just go and fill it. So I do want to see a bearish candle pretty much here to really dictate whether I'm entering the trade right now or I'm not, right? We actually see that we have a bullish gap here, so a confluence for me to take the trade would be us closing below this. Yeah, see, this is why we have to stay patient many times, and it's not worth really jumping in a trade like that. Even if it looks good, oh my god, it's leaving without me, it's this. Stay patient again. And now, guess what our entry becomes? This inversion, really. This inversion right here, this is our confluence that we're gonna reach lower, and again, we still have our good R here. We get a lot of R on this trade. So, or if it gets closed, if the gap gets closed here, that's gonna be my sign to really enter, and I will not need to wait for more confluence. So, if it stays open, I'm gonna see an inversion. If it doesn't, oh yeah, we can execute this. It got closed. Yeah, we're executing this. Where's my AU? So this is the trade. Stop loss slightly above here. I think I went slightly under risk, but it's okay. Now I'm gonna try and switch fast to execute on my 50k as well. Stop loss sell. No, don't leaving. Oh, not bro. Even if you get shitty R, don't worry about that shit, man. 0.6988. Bruh. Oh. Like that. Oh, a bit too high risk. Even that's high risk. So we're gonna go like this. Even if we get a worse fill, it doesn't fucking matter here. It doesn't matter. That's our trade. This is where I executed. We were patient and we're letting it run. From this moment, we not touching this trade. We not touching it. We're letting it run. This is our trade. We were waiting for it. This was our good trade for the day. This is not a forced trade. We just gotta make sure that we did the right thing. And now we're just letting it run. We have no reason to take any partials anywhere. We have no reason to overthink this or watch this or whatever bullshit we can do, right? We just let it run. On the 100k, we got a better entry. Oh, I also need to set my TP here. Boom. We don't make much because of the shittier entry on the 50k. And I think I went slightly under risk. Same at the 100k, it doesn't really fucking matter. The trade matters and how we traded it. On the 100k, we're definitely gonna make more though. We make like 1.5 here. And that's it. Stop loss is safe, is above the inversion, above the invalidation point. If you come back and close that shit, okay, and then we yeah, that's our trade. Now whatever happens with it, we don't give a shit, bro. We don't give a shit. We're just letting it run. Did execution stay constant? Was execution good? Yes. We stayed patient. We waited for that gap to close. Now we did our thing, and whatever happens with the trade is not within our control. We cannot control whether what happens. We just know that we did the right job, and that's it. We don't control anything outside of that. So now I'm actually gonna go and feed my dogs, because today I actually woke up late and I just have to feed my dogs, right? they're waiting for me to feed them. So yeah, now we're not touching it, we're just letting it run, and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of trading. Once you're in a fucking trade, you don't need to sit there and be like, oh my god, this trade, what a chop. Okay, I'm back. Let's go. I fed my dogs, bruh. For now, it's looking good. Uh, Today we have Euro news, but I think we did a really good choice. We have these, which don't affect AUD/USD at all, or shouldn't. So unconsciously, kind of did the right choice. If I would have, I mean, they don't really affect you anyways. So yeah. Today was textbook execution, and that's the only thing that really fucking matters. Do you execute consistently or you don't? Whew. That's it, bro. And now we're just letting the trade run. Do we need to sit here and watch it and watch every single pip? We don't, but we might wanna if we're here, right? Now we cannot control whether this ends in a win or this ends in a loss, you know? We cannot control any of that. We can only control execution. Did we have proper execution? We did. So then just let the trade fucking run, you know what I mean? But wait, so 10:30 German Euro news, yeah. We did a good choice because I mean, we don't really see any volatility anyway, so they barely affected Euro. They barely affected Euro. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Even how the 50-minute is developing, this looks like we're reaching back into the lows. This is probably one of my most common and most traded scenarios in my model is this one. So yeah, we're just letting it run. We don't need to wash it. We don't need to have partials on this. We don't need pretty much anything really. We're just solid. We're solid on reaching lower. That's it. What price does in between, it's price's problem, not ours. Should we be worried about some shit like this? Not really. We're just letting it do its thing. That's the only thing we can do here. Even yeah, the displacement doesn't look as strong as I would have wanted to be, like right here, but it doesn't really mean that much, really. It doesn't mean that much. So now we're just chilling, we're talking, we don't need to be watching this shit. We can do whatever we want in this time. We don't need, like, one thing you have to understand about trading is watching the chart is extremely fucking draining. Like, you watching the trade is extremely draining. It's very heavy on the mental, very heavy cognitively. So it's really pointless if it just drains your energy. That's the thing, because we cannot control whether this trade ends up in a win or loss. So no matter what we do, the trade is gonna play out the same way anyways, right? So by us just sitting there and watching every single candle, we don't change anything, right? Considering this, like considering PA here, we either might see a break-even mitigation or we just see a pullback within this 1 minute. But yeah, we like displacement here. Even we have a good reaction, but I'm still not worried. I think this trade is fine. Like it's a very good trade. So that's the only thing that really fucking matters. Was this trade good? Was this trade not? Or was the execution good? Was the execution not good? You know what I mean? So yeah, of course we wanna see this inverse, but yeah, we see like we have a reaction higher, but I don't think it means much in the long term of schemes. We just might have, since we lack displacement, we either might have a break-even mitigation or just come for this order block, which we did, because the order block that we have here on our initial entry is kind of the only relevant point really out of all the price like that we have. So yeah, see, it's looking good. We don't look at profit. I'm so grateful of this platform that it doesn't have a profit bracket in a sense, but yeah, it's just watching the trade. Even if, but I don't really recommend watching a trade because you're just gonna drain your energy. Like, it's useless to drain your energy. You can do anything else with your time. We look like we're respecting this, but again, it doesn't matter. This is just a small sign. If, of course, if we want to see it inversed, but it does depend. We're just letting it develop. We can do pretty much anything else with our time from this moment on. That's good. What do you think? Maybe this guy is not gonna feel that good about me showing this, but what do you think about this guy's strategy? It's kind of hard for me to see it. I don't really understand fully, but um, yeah, maybe you're the guy watching this. So what do you think about this? So mechanical trading plan. What is narrative on weekly down to the daily? I don't understand what these are. Oh, this is A plus inside an FVG. Okay. If we have a clear daily narrative, next step is market maker sell model or buy model. I'm not sure what this is. Can we recognize market? I think it's just complicated, really. Like on the first side, it's just complicated. It's just complicated, really. It's overcomplication. You cannot follow something this complicated on a consistent basis. Really, that's the first side that I'm seeing from you, bro. It's just too complicated. It needs to be simpler. It needs to be simpler. Like for example, in your case, let's think what would a simple outcome be? Okay, higher time frame narrative. Boom. Then I don't know what this is, bro. Market maker sell model inside that higher time frame narrative, and then I don't know, lower time frame entry. It's just too complicated. Really, it's too complicated, too vague, too hard to follow. Like my strategy is probably the first part of your page is like this. It's 4 rules: higher time frame bias, higher time frame drawn liquidity, 50-minute VG, 1-minute entry. Don't overcomplicate it, bro. Let these things get handled by intuition. Just have some clear mechanical rules. It's just too complicated. It's too complicated to follow on a consistent basis. That's just it, really. Okay, I don't know what I did. Yeah, that's it, guys. Just too complicated, bro. Simplify it. Like that's the first. If you're watching this, I hope you are. Just simplify it, man. Like you cannot, like these things about, oh, is it a hard time frame? Whatever is this? Let that these things just handle by intuition. Like just simplify it. Like just go like I don't know. Wait, I had a. Wait, what? Okay, whatever. So let's just take this and try and simplify it. Okay, you had the hard time frame bias, like a simple hard time frame bias, market maker sell model or buy model in that higher time frame bias, and then have like a I don't know unicorn entry. Like you can really massively simplify your edge, and that's all you need. And the fact that oh this just let that get handled by intuition. It's just too hard to follow. You need something that you can really remember on the top of your head, that you don't need like you imagine having that oops, I forgot to change my screen. So just simplify it. Just make it like this, right? Or whatever you want to trade it. Because imagine having this page and you having to look at this every single time you're trading, right? You will not be able to follow this consistently because it's too complex. It's too much. You're not gonna be able to do that. It's just too much. CSD, liquidity sweep, manipulation, entry, unicorn, FVG, displacement, change of. It's just too fucking much. So yeah, that's my advice for you, bro. Just simplify it. That's one mistake that I've did also a lot of times. I just had too overcomplicated over strategy. Like look at me, look how I have my system now. Look how I have my system now, right? Higher time frame bias. Oh, bearish. We are clearly very structured. We respect bearish FVG, bearish FVG, bearish FVG. Clearly we're in bearish order flow. Then what is our drawn liquidity? This is our drawn liquidity. 2 steps. 3, 50-minute inversion or 50-minute gap. Look it right there. And 4, 1-minute entry. 1-minute break of structure, 1-minute FVG. 4 rules. See how simple it is to follow? Of course, intuition and experience is still doing the heavy lifting, but just make it extremely easy for yourself to follow. Because, yeah, you're not going to be able to follow that big of a page on a consistent basis. You're just not able to, because no any human can really do that, really. So that's what I would recommend heavily. Just simplify, man. It can be way simpler than it is, and simplicity is actually key in trading. Let the complication part come of your experience in the market, and the rest is just gonna take care of itself, really. So yeah, that's my advice for you. A model should be really as simple as possible. That's what I realized with time. I had so much overcomplication, bro. I had, oh, I need to have this specific scenario, higher time frame. I need that. I need that. I need that. Then I need the liquidity. Like I was just so fucking. It was just so fucking hard to follow on a consistent basis. Because even now, like it's so simple. Like I have higher time frame bias, right? I don't have rules to determine higher time frame bias. I just use my experience to determine higher time frame bias. And how I do that is, of course, through seeing order flow, through seeing drawn liquidity, to seeing price action. Like these things should mostly be handled by your experience. I don't. I think for bias or for narrative, you shouldn't really have like a necessary rules. At least for me, that's how it works. But even if you have rules, just make it extremely simple. Just make it extremely simple to follow. For example, okay, just look at what zones are getting respected, what FVGs are getting respected. Are we respecting bullish FVGs or bearish FVG? If you see bullish FVGs getting respected, we're bullish. If you see bearish FVGs getting respected, we're bearish. Make it as simple as possible. Because if you try and put all these scenarios, oh, I have to be bearish market structure, then I have to see inversions, then I have to see gaps, then I have to see liquidity, then I have to see this and this and this. It's just gonna be fucking impossible to follow, really. It's just gonna be impossible to follow. This is relatively pivotal here if you actually look up price, because we do have this inversion here, and we're looking like we're holding it, so we're very likely just gonna initiate off it. Even though we're kind of slow right now, it doesn't really matter. We did really come for that order block, and now we have the inversion as a pivotal point, so this should really sustain an initiation lower. Okay, I didn't want to scroll that one. This should, though, even though it's slow, it's pretty slow, but we should be fine. Just do that, bro. Just simplify again. Let's see what you guys be talking about when you're gonna be bearish. We're gonna see. It's kind of stalling right now, but it's part of trading, really. This is a bigger trade than normal, but we shouldn't worry about this. We're just executing. Once we execute, we can. And I heavily recommend for you to go do something else, because, as I said many times before, you're just draining mental energy seeing the chart and watching the chart. It's just draining a lot of mental energy, and that energy can be used for so many different things. It can be used for a lot of different things. You can edit, you can just do many things. I just want to open a new chart to check the other pairs. You can do many things with your energy, and it's pointless to really drain yourself for something that is gonna happen regardless of your attention or not. You know what I mean? Like, okay, do you remember that I talked about this GU part? Let's see. Remember I talked about this inversion? Here that is dangerous. It is. And see, we have a reaction, but I think we're actually gonna still sustain lower. But it's just, yeah, we want to be careful at POIs like this. Euro still kind of rejected a closure above below the zone. UJ still stalling a lot. This looks like it's gonna initiate lower. This looks like a very similar trade that I've taken recently, where I had a higher time frame POI and I was just confident that we're gonna retrace. This looks almost identical to that, really. So yeah, like AUD USD is definitely the good choice here. Definitely the good choice. We have, as I said, most of the times we're gonna have at least one very good trade per day. We don't need a high frequency. We don't need one per session. My bad. One trade per session is already a pretty high frequency. We don't need more than that. One trade is completely fine, and that's a frequency I would be fine with, really. So yeah. We should see that initiation soon, though. I'm probably just gonna chill. Really, we don't. Yeah, we're like almost half, I think, to TP, but we should see that initiation soon. I think it's stalling because of Euro, because they're correlated. AUD, USD, and the rest they're correlated. So it's stalling if for example we see that on GU we have a reaction higher or we stall. That's gonna happen on AUD. But this is a good sign because we see this reaction. If we see this reaction on the other pairs, it means AUD USD is gonna follow us same. So we actually see this means AUD USD is gonna start melting pretty soon. If GU starts melting, if Euro starts melting, AU will follow. And especially since AU is extremely bearish compared to the other ones, AU is 10 times better for shorts than the rest. So we're very likely on following. This is actually good. We have a very good gap here. Yeah, this is solid. This is a solid P8. But again, I'm probably gonna go drink a coffee. It's something. Oh yeah. Geo crossed our area, but again, we don't really want to be trading Geo. I think this is a good displacement to potentially take the trade, but we already in the AU. So by the time this is gonna do something, AU is already gonna hit TP. So we don't wanna AU is already better. You see why choosing the better pair for your setup is benefiting you, because on AU we're half R. We're already hitting TP while GU just validated the setup. Like, look at this shit, right? God damn. God damn. Bro, I like seeing a big candle in your favor is probably one of the best feeling, but it's not the best feeling to see it. See the bullish one right after, but this is fine again. We just stay confident in our bias no matter what PA really does. We should be reaching back into the lows anyways. So yeah, GU already reached Asian lows in one candle, so this trade wouldn't be valid anyways. But yeah, we're still probably gonna hit TP very soon. This was a very fucking good trade, and it still is a very good trade. Or we can also reverse and hit stop loss from here. That's also a scenario that we should already all the times be aware of, and not marry a certain outcome, but I just know it's more likely to happen because look at this rejection that we got. This is extremely good rejection. I just want to see it follow with a down candle. I've had a lot of trades where this happened. Right now I don't even think we should come in that FVG. I think we should just hold this wick, really, but we're gonna see. Or we come in that FVG and then initiate lower. The thing that might fuck the trade relatively is the fact that GU already reached an Asian lows, but I don't think it drives PA that much to the point where I don't know. I still think we're gonna reach back into the lows. Let's see after this gap here. We should follow. It looks a bit strong, but still trust your trade, bear. Drawn liquidity still intact, still solid, still valid. No matter what PA does in between, it's just details. It's just details, really. It doesn't change our idea. Many times in my trading journey, I used to be like this. I used to have a very strong bias on something, like have a very strong bias. Okay, we're reaching in this low, very strong drawn liquidity, and then seeing some bullshit, like seeing one bullish candle like how we're seeing now, I would get scared and be like, oh my god, we're failing the trade. And then close the trade, and then as soon as I close the trade, it hits CP. Like, bruh. Like, bias still stays intact no matter if we see a bullish candle on the 1 minute or not. You know what I mean? It still stays valid. It doesn't change. It doesn't change the context. It doesn't change the drawn liquidity. It doesn't change anything. The fact that we see a bullish candle. It would have been nice, of course, to just see us finish here, but yeah, we're still probably very likely gonna do that. We just had a deep pullback. I was so stupid, bro, when I started out trading. I used to get so scared of trades of I would just be really married to candles and seeing candles and thinking and panicking and getting emotional. That's why I heavily advised against watching trades, because when you're watching a trade play, that's when the most emotions are gonna come, and that's when you're most likely to make a bad decision when you're watching a trade, right? Because you see a bullish candle like this. Oh my God, we gave back so much profit. I could have closed at 1.6. Now what 1 hour? What if it reverses now? Let me close the trade now. You know what I mean? And then you close, and then bruh, come on. Unless you're very experienced, it's kind of, it goes two ways, because watching your trade is also part of the process, because you develop intuition, but you also make a lot of fucking mistakes because you're gonna get emotional while you watch a trade. So it kind of goes both ways. I think it's part of the process, but once you reach a point of like execution, of consistent execution, you just should avoid watching a trade, because you're just given the opportunity of you making bad decision. You're just participating in that opportunity. You're giving yourself the chance of being emotional and taking a bad decision, right? You're giving yourself that chance, and you can just avoid that, right, by not watching the fucking trade. But it's very hard to do because it's so addictive to watch your trade. It's so fucking addictive. It is, especially if you keep watching the profit or whatever. But yeah, let's see. I'm curious actually what's gonna happen with this trade. I still think the trade is valid though. Our drawn liquidity is very valid, but I think what happens here, what is happening, is that GU, or the reaction from GU, is drawing back AU as well. So it does really matter. Oh, AU actually looks clean here. This could have been a trade here to take towards the lows, but it does depend. It can also flip bullish. But I think we're gonna continue based on PA. I think we're gonna continue on the other pairs as well. These are very good rejections here, especially if we follow with an initiation, right? Just stay patient, buddy. One outcome of a trade doesn't fucking matter. I think like this is how what really helped my mindset is I start really seeing trading as a video game. Because if you think most of us really play CS and games like that, right? This is one fucking round. This trade is one round out of 13 until you win the game, right? So it doesn't really mean that fucking much, does it? One trade. It really doesn't mean that fucking much. If you think about it, you're gonna have to take a lot of trades. Yeah, bro. Hi, bro. Welcome to the stream, bro. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been months, really. It's been a solid, a solid period. But I'm glad I'm back, and I'm glad you're still here, buddy. I thought, yeah, I'm glad you're still here. I'm really curious about this, whether we're actually gonna initiate or not. We should, based on this Wix, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I was talking about that one trade is not gonna be in fucking much in the long term of schemes. Even if you think you're gonna have to, until you reach a payout, you're gonna have to take like 20 trades. So is one trade really gonna mean that much? Even if you made a mistake, even if it reverses upon you, even if it's a loss, does it really mean that much? It fucking doesn't. Because you're gonna have so many other trades that you're gonna take until you get that payout. So don't, I don't know. Where have you been? Just chilling, bro. I had a job. I I ran out of money to buy funded accounts. I had to get a job to get money to buy funded accounts. Now I got money, and sorry, man. I'm sorry for being gone, bro, but I had to do it. I got a job. I worked like 1 month, 2 months. I think 1 month. Got the money to get the funded accounts, and then just fucking dipped. Just dipped, and now I can focus on trading again because I have actually a lot of accounts now to trade, so I can actually focus on this. I'm sorry for leaving you hanging, bro, but it had to happen. I had no other choice. I didn't have no money for funded accounts, and I had to get a job. I had no other option. But the good part is now we're back, man. We're back, and yeah, we're back. That's all that matters. And I'm gonna start streaming daily because again, I have I have time. I don't have a job right now, so I have time to do the shit. Interesting. I still think we're gonna hold this. Like if we actually see this PA, we have the small order block here. Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you for still being here, man. Thank you for still watching the streams. I expected like most of the people that previously watched my streams to just be gone. Like I had a lot of friends. Like if you remember, I don't know if you. I'm not exactly sure if you were in the Discord, but we had like we had formed a good friendships. Like we had six. We had Liquidity Enjoyer. We had a lot of people. We had a lot of people that were like very active, and we were there. And as soon as I stopped streaming, most of them are just gone. But it is what it is. Really, it's a sad part. Really to see that. Yeah. As soon as I stopped streaming, they vanished. So yeah, didn't even answer my message. I have no idea. I think six even left the group. If I'm gonna be honest, Liquidity Enjoyer. I tried talking to him. He was a really good friend of mine in that period, but he's just gone. Really. But it is what it is, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Like it kind of does hurt because I've lost a lot of friends like this. I had like good friends. I had built like such a good relationship with them and was like, yeah, my best friend for life or my my friend for life. And then one day you just fucking disappear. And it did hurt for a while until I got used to it. But this is just really part of doing anything related to online. People can just dip, right? People can just dip and be gone. But it's part of the process. I'm happy that you're still here. At least some of the OGs are still here. It's part of life, really. Of yeah, bro. It's in the description, bro. I don't have a Telegram. Let's see if the link works. Yeah, it works. Just click the link in the description, bro. I thought you were in the Discord. My bad. Just click the first link, and it's gonna get you to Discord, brother. I thought you were in the Discord. My bad. Just click the link and you're chilling. Yeah, I will have to change. Um, yeah, my Instagram link. What it is, what it is. We're still kind of struggling weirdly. What? Pardones. I still think we're fine. It's just stalling a bit. Let's see what Gio doing. Yeah, look how bearish it looks. I don't know why I use stalling, but look how bearish this shit looks. This is very bearish. Same with Euro. Oof, I really like these rejections. Euro is more similar to AU, but I do think overall even Euro is gonna reach in the lows. It has potential of building bullish, but I really don't think so. Especially AU, like we're definitely reaching in these lows. We're definitely look how good of a 5-minute mitigation we have here. Here, well, again, kind of lack of displacement, but you know what we're gonna use here to deliver lower is this. Look, see, that's why we're holding like that. So the fact that we close below here, we should see that initiation pretty soon. It's weird that we're struggling, but it's okay. It's a weirdie. But we're not gonna close the trade no matter what happens. Once I'm in a trade, I really don't touch it. I still think it's gonna be fine though. We just have a very solid draw on liquidity. This is why it's annoying and why I heavily don't recommend watching your trades, or at least watching every single fucking candle of your trade. Because when imagine how draining this shit is to watch here. Oh, we're finally living, and then again come up, and then oh, we're finally living, and then come up. You know what I mean? It's such an emotional roller coaster, and that's why trading is so fucking draining. Yeah, I'm gonna go maybe drink a coffee, eat some. We're letting the trade do its thing. I still believe in my bias, and I still think it's gonna find. We're very likely gonna initiate soon, bro. Have you joined the Discord, man? Are you still here, bro? I really thought we're bullish. Down. Damn. Okay, we're finally initiating, buddy. Finally, we just stalled. It's annoying, but again, it's just part of trading. It should really be fine. We should start finally seeing some displacement button in the shit, bro. We just keep initiating. Like, this is one thing that I hate in consolidations. You see a candle and you're like, yes, we're finally initiating, and then the next candle just gets rejected. That shit is so annoying about trading. Especially in consolidations, you're gonna see this a lot. You see a big candle, yeah, we're going, we're hitting TP. Then it just gets opposite PA out of a bullish candle. But I still think we're fine on this trade. PA is fine. Well, I don't know why we're stalling. Really, we're probably stalling for news. I think we have news at around 11:30 GBP, but these don't affect AU. We're just stalling because we're just stalling. It's just trading. Sometimes we're stalling. I'm here, man. Yeah, bro. Just click the link, gang. Yeah. Imagine how hard it is to be a trader. That's why I think trading is a big definition of of the best way to make your money. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but you just enter a trade and then you can just sit and fucking scroll your phone, and then you end up most likely making money for the day. Like, it's not a hard job at all. It's hard until you you really reach the point of being ready to do the shit, right? That's the hard part about trading. And just the hard part is just the journey until you reach this point of being able to do the shit. When your strategy is on lock, yourself is on lock, right? You're consistent, you have good habits, good execution, good reads. You just have pretty much everything you have to do to be profitable. But it takes it takes years, bro, and it takes a lot of fucking pain to reach this point, really. But once you do, it's so fucking easy. It's so easy. You just execute. It took like, I made my analysis in like 15 minutes, and 20 minutes into London, I executed, and that was my London session. It's 35 minutes of work. 35 minutes of work to potentially make your whole fucking salary that you do in your job. Like, normally when we become live, this trade would have hit exactly the salary I would have made from my job, and I worked 35 minutes. But to reach this point, it's been years of pain, of crying, of not knowing what is gonna happen, not knowing if this shit is possible, doubting yourself, not having anyone to understand you, hating yourself, really looking in the mirror and seeing yourself like a failure. It was fucking hard. It was very fucking hard. But once you reach this point, it's so fucking easy. And that's why you also learn to appreciate the journey, because you understand that what made it so fucking fun was those struggles. Because when you reach this point, it's mostly really frictionless. Like, you don't do much, and it's not no struggles, no massive improvements, nothing really much. It's just rinse and repeat, and that's when it becomes boring, and you actually realize that the shit that was fun all along were these struggles. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's just it, man. Trading is definitely a hell of a fucking journey, man. Hell of a journey. Come on, brody, are we edging that shit? We should be reaching, but we're pretty close. And that was pretty much our London session. 35 minutes of work. Made an analysis, had a good trade, waited for it, placed an alert, entered, and then you don't fucking touch the trade. Hard, right? It's very easy, but as I said, it just takes years, bro. It takes fucking years. But I still enjoy it. Like, that's why I want to stream. That's why I want to do these things, because it's more fun. Because at this point, when you reach this point in your journey, it's really rinse and repeat, and It really is boring, and what makes it more fun is having people to talk with, seeing their trades, talking, socializing. It's just streaming that really makes trading more fun and less lonely. Because trading is so fucking lonely, bruh. So lonely. We probably will come in this gap right there. It's a very good gap, or we reach back into TP and then we mitigate the gap. It really goes both ways. At least we did initiate, but we should definitely reach again. Like, look how good the draw we had is. Like, bro, it's just such a good fucking draw. This was the reason why I was confident in this trade, because of this draw. It's just massively fucking good, massively good. We should easily fucking leave off this gap. Should. I mean, considering we're this close to our objective, yeah, we should. I don't know how to get rid of this 00 from my webcam, but yeah, because I have to, my webcam is so fucking shit. I have to open my camera, then open OBS and kind of capture the camera with my OBS so you can able to see, and that's what the 00 comes from. But yeah. We're seriously gonna reverse? I don't think so. I don't know why I have a fear it's gonna reverse. Or a feeling. No. But we're letting it run. When I feel myself getting emotional, like in this case, I'm just gonna step out, go drink some coffee, don't fucking watch the trade, and yeah, just let it play, really. Because again, I'm not gonna manage, I'm not gonna do shit. Even if it's 2 pips away from my take profit, I'm sticking to my system, and I'm sticking to my initial bias that I had, right, which was obviously reaching to that low. Now I also noticed that the time when I get the most emotional is right in this last fucking portion of the trade, right in this last portion. This is where I think most of us get the most emotional and tend to close the trade early. Like, I see so many people, and I'm guilty of that as well. I was guilty. Now I don't do it anymore, but I used to always close. Like, I would see this move, I would get scared. Oh my god, it's reversing. I would close, and then price just hits TP, and you're just giving a, actually you're giving a lot of R. So this is 1.6 instead of having 2R. You're giving 4, almost 0.405 R just because you're emotional. So yeah, but I practice this a lot lately, just really just not touching it. I do want to see it over because I want to kind of be over so I can, I don't know, I want to be here when the trade hits TP. I don't want to leave, and I don't know how to explain it, but that's the portion that gets most emotional, like that last fucking inch. And that's where I close so many fucking trades early, bruh. So many trades early, and you guess what is gonna happen? It's still gonna hit TP. It's just, I feel like it's just human nature to really get itchy on that last 100 meters, really, because you're getting scared. Oh, what if this? What if that? What if? What if? What if? What if? Throwing a grenade. Oh my god, it's reversing. It's still gonna go, definitely. But I really need to eat something, bro. Can you finish, please? So I can, like, I can go eat some. Please, man. Ignore my dirty hoodie. Now we should do that because why? Because look at this wig, bro. 3, 2, 1. Fuck you. Why no? Why no, man? It still didn't hit TP on this, so we cannot celebrate yet. 3, 2, 1. Cheers. Cheers. That's how you celebrate a trade. Yeah, bro, like nothing to really say. This was just a textbook trade, really. Nothing to really say. I'm not even celebrating the win because, as I said, the win doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't mean shit, bro, in the long term of schemes. I could have made, I under the risk a bit, I could have made like almost close to 2k on this, but we're like halfway towards passing phase 1. We're 4% on both of the accounts. So, still a dubsy day, really. Yeah. I really don't think I'm gonna take another trade. Like this was the good trade for the day. We also had Gio, so we were right on most of the ideas. Let me switch. Let me switchy. My webcam is lagging. My webcam is lagging. Fuck you, webcam. This webcam is something else, man. Yeah, just a banger. Really a fucking banger. Yeah, Geo was also decent, but we only closed below that inversion late. We only closed like right here. We already reached to liquidity. And Euro also looks good. We could have entered here on Euro. This was actually not bad at all, but still not the better trade. Yeah, like a 1 hour. But come on, we compared that 1 hour to this beautiful, beautiful trade on AU. We can't compare those two shits. We cannot compare. Even though, yeah, I just can't enter 2 trades. On this platform, I can enter 2 trades legitimately because of margin. UG looks like it's gonna go, but really today, as I said, I'm gonna really practice just taking one good trade per session, and I don't think these opportunities are really worth it. IG profile, yeah, bro, my bad. I need to change it. To change the description, I'm gonna send you, because I changed my name. Also, also UK flipped, so this was also a good opportunity, a very good displacement here. But yeah, this can be an opportunity, but it's very bad hour. So unless we we come back and retest this area, we will not be. I will see. I will monitor this. Maybe another trade, but I think I'm mostly fine for the day with the outcome. I don't really wanna force nothing. So let me change the IG link. Yeah, it should be fine now. Yeah, that was our trade. This is also good, but I'm really not sure whether I want to take it or not. I mean, it does look good. We're gonna see how we behave on this retest. But generally R is the problem here. This also looks like free money, so we're gonna see. Sorry for breaking your ears. But stop loss is just too big, right? Because our stop loss has to be there, and we just get 0.7 hours, so that's the reason why we can't really take this trade, just because of our. If you would have caught it here, yeah, definitely fine. Stop loss above that MVG, TP here definitely would have been fine, but like this is not really. DAX also can be a decent opportunity. The reason why I really think we're gonna be bearish is just because we're too massively fucking voided. Alright, so UK and DAX do hold some potential opportunities for now, but I think it's really impossible for this trade to be fine. But yeah, I think we're gonna sit with the trade that we took on AU, and be fine for the session. We're gonna be back for New York and scan for a better trade. This, yeah, if we would have caught that it there, we would have been fine. But we already were in the AU trade. It was very beautiful. It took a bit longer than usual. Yeah, like 53 minutes because it was higher R. Yeah, because it was higher R, and we kind of stalled a lot. But yeah, definitely a beautiful trade. That's what I can really say about this. Yeah, we don't really want to take this because even if we take it like right here, we just don't have a safe stop, right? Until our objective stop loss needs to be above here. There's no way we're putting our stop loss above here. No way. So it just cannot exist, really. Maybe DAX can have it, but I don't like that we have that rate on low. We're gonna see, but I really want to see something clean. If I don't see something clean, I'm not taking it. Yeah, we also had this, but yeah, we're not gonna take any other trades on AUD Euro. UG also looks bullish, but it's kind of shit PA. We need to see, even if you were to be bullish here and want to buy, we really need to see a retracement. So meaning we're gonna retrace and sweep these lows. Like we cannot trade this bullshit move. I think yeah, Yuki is gonna break, but we just won't take. I'm not taking negative R, bruh. Even if it works, and even if it's very likely to fucking work, I'm not taking negative R. Same with DAX. Unless we see a bigger sweep and then a better displacement, yeah. This is too small of an inversion to really take as a confluence for shorting here, so appreciate. Yeah, I think we're done for London. Look clean as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. What a fucking clean trade. But it really, like, draw liquidity really fucking carried this trade. Like, the draw liquidity was just too fucking good. And the zone, how we wigged the zone, and it just was a good fucking trade. Did I take a trade yesterday on AU? Oh yeah, I did. I don't remember this. Yeah, I got trapped in a bad move here and then I retook it. Yeah, I think that's, oh look, I think that's mostly our London session. We really don't want to do anything else. We finished early, 35 minutes of work, legit analysis. Wait 20 minutes for this to print, entry, done. That's your day. That's profitable trading for you. Like when you really lock this shit down, it really isn't fucking hard. And yeah, I think that's the stream for today. Pretty beautiful, pretty fucking beautiful. I'm gonna get to edit. Maybe I'm gonna post this. I don't even know, really. Yeah, probably gonna post this as a YouTube video, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, we did good today. We did make some profit. I under risked by mistake a bit on the 100K, but it's fine. We're just focused on execution. We're not really worried about passing or profit or that or that or that. Just execution is the only thing that fucking matters, and it's the only thing that would always matter. So just keep that in mind. And thank you for being here. I'm gonna see you for New York.